Boom. How about now? Yeah, gang. Hey. Thanks to you guys. Yes. How about now? Testing, testing. I am in a time warp now. You figure we've only been doing this for about 7 years of my life. I think you figure I'd have this mapped out by now. I've only been rattling on. Well, you guys know. I've only been rattling on now for the past, however long we've been on there. All right. So I guess that was a false start. Anyway, let me tell you what we've missed. Right. That was an excellent buildup. Not only did we go over what was going on, what's about to happen, and predictions for the future Armageddon. Yes, that's right. No. Anyway, hi all, and welcome. Anyway, so as I was saying earlier, talking to myself, it's 1:18. It's rather early for us to be streaming and talking to ourselves. I talk to myself all the time anyway. But anyway, I've lost my notes for auction zip for today's auctions. And I can hear you now. And we're Nextel commercial again. Oh, yeah, the millennials probably don't know it. Is Nextel even around anymore? I don't know. But anyway, so I lost my notes for today's auction. So I thought we would zip through, pun intended, auction zip, and actually see what's going on over there. And ignore my messenger text. I did see it. Thanks, AWR. I appreciate it. And actually, I don't know who it was. Thanks to 9 Dimes. And I hear nothing, no sound. I was like, oh my goodness, I've only been rattling on for the past 15 minutes. But anyway, thanks to you all. Anyway, so we're going to cruise through auction zip, see what's going on, see if there's anything worthwhile to jump in and on about. Right now, currently, we have the June online only decorative art sale going on in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Now, this is a live internet auction only, meaning you're bidding strictly on the internet. Now, I haven't really, since it's ongoing and live right now, I know I haven't previewed any of that, or I've kind of breezed through it. The trouble with some of that material is a lot of it is small. And as I was talking to myself earlier about, condition is everything. So when you're kind of involving and bidding in things that are that detailed, I kind of want to see them in person. Unless it's a deal you can't pass up. Because even with some of the Nyland or Tonka trucks, etc., sometimes even the junk command a surprising price. So anyway, but I think I have that window pulled up for them, and we're just going to kind of just take it. I'm going to take a sneak peek before I change you guys over in case there's something worthwhile seeing. And I since they're already ongoing and in progress, we're not going to kind of jump in there willy-nilly because that's just, you don't want to waste money. Anyway, next up, summer 2024 Southern Estates auction. And we're always about the estate sales. And but again, it's in progress. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to share what just popped up on that auction. I'll read it to you because you're not seeing my next window. It says it's a string puppet or marionette crafted of carved and painted wood, head carved, wearing a demon Ravana headdress with a Kobashan eyes and wearing a crown, puppet with carved hands and feet, costume ornately decorated. No, not by who? I don't. And no, what auction is this? And who is collecting that weird stuff? I collect weird stuff, but that stuff was a new realm of, yeah. And again, you're not seeing that screen because it opens up a new window when I click on them. But if we go into something heavy, I'll share that new screen. Summer Antiques, collectibles, works of art down in Rockville, Maryland. And that's currently ongoing. And we're going to click on that real quick. And if I remember right, this one is mainly jewelry. Even though there's a picture and photo coin for the auction, it's mainly jewelry and fine art. But we're not going to hang around with that one. U.S. and World Numismatic Gold Silver Coins Investment Auction. I don't know, just don't even like the name of it. Spring Premier Military Sale out in Willoughby, Ohio. And we're not going to check that one out. June Science Sale, Genuine Fossils. I could be for sale on that. And up in New York State, you got Summer Art and Antique Auction. I think this was one of them I did want to watch. It is the Craig Farm Toy Sale. I believe they had a bunch of toy tractors and etc. And we'll click on, that's going on. No, it says register to bid. What time does that start? 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's got to be ongoing then. We'll take a quick peek in there real quick. And if it's anything, I'll put you guys over. Oh, yes. All right, gang. I don't even know if I have time to jump in this or not. We're going to watch this a little bit. We got some Nylant coming up. I see what could be Tonka. And yeah, we're going to jump in this one. Let me unshare the screen and we'll share that new screen. Boom. Oh, hi. And that wasn't right. That's better. Share. And we'll go back over here. Did it put me back down there? Yes, it did. You can still hear me, right? And I think this is what I did the last time. I didn't quite, yeah. I didn't pop that around just right. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, we got this auction going on. They got some Nylant stuff coming up. And metal wind-up tractor. It works. And we'll see what we got going on. I'm going to just pop down here. Lot 308. I doubt I have time to register for this thing. But we're gonna check it out and with you guys. And see what kind of we'll at least get an idea for some comps. And see what some stuff sells for. So that way, if you're out and about and you see some of this stuff, you know to pick it up. This is not Nylant. Maybe. I can't tell with those wheels. I don't think so. Old metal coin planter. Corn, not coin. Speaking of which, my eyes are blurry. I spent this morning dealing with some coins and other small intricate stuff, and oh my goodness, my eyes will just not focus back for anything. Don't get old. It's not fun. But anyway, I should actually boot up my other computer here. That way I can possibly jump in here. But we'll stay with this for a little bit, see what the upcoming Nylant goes for. I think it's Nylant because I only could tell by the tires. And sorry, I was distracted by the numbers. We're up to $80 for this thing so far. Toys. I tell you, toys are hot. Toys will always be hot. I don't care what anybody says. Toys will always be hot. And I have a buddy of mine who actually deals in with a lot of retro toys. And the problem is, now that we're all getting older, our toys are retro toys. And sometimes he'll send me photographs of things that he's buying and selling and etc. And even toys from our generation are commanding some weird prices. In my opinion, it's weird because I can remember being in KB Toys or the local toy shop, whatever you may have had, Toys R Us, and thinking that was like $1 off the shelf. That was a couple bucks off the shelf. Now it's worth several $100s. But anyway, where are we at with this? $15 so far for a red metal 2-bottom plow. And what about your Johnny? Red metal disc. Farm junk. Who doesn't love farm junk? We were actually supposed to go to an auction today. At least I had thought about it, but never materialized. Kinser Auctions over in Pennsylvania, Route 30. We're having an auction today over at the Firehouse in Kinser, Pennsylvania, which is near Gap, Lancaster, Strasburg area. And but no, I just didn't really see enough to draw us out there. Johnny 7 toy rifle. Oh boy. No image. Guess what? I don't think anybody's bidding. I'd be surprised if someone bids and there's like no image. So today, we didn't go to the auction, stayed home, decided to do some work around the Emporium, stared at stuff for too long. There will be some coinage. I don't like using eBay. Really, there's bids on this thing. There's no picture. What are you guys are seeing the same thing I am, right? There's no photo of this thing, but people are bidding. I don't know. But anyway, oh, they stopped it. They took it down. They skipped it. Brown metal wagons. But anyways, I was saying, we're working down the Emporium, staring at stuff with fine detail and etc., and kind of ruined my eyes for today, I think. But anyway, so yeah, we're just kind of making this an Emporium type day, working down there and getting some stuff online and listed. Do check out the eBay page. You can find a link to it down in the info box. But different stuff going on. Managed to sell my stuff to myself. That's the one danger about being a dealer, by the way. Selling your own stuff to you. And we discovered some time ago, I purchased a Tonka metal grater. What do you think it's going to go for? I bet you she pops around $40 to $50. We'll see. But anyway, oh no, that was fast. Is this going too fast? This is Tonka too. I don't know, just something weird going on with the auction site, because usually they'll do like the final bid, etc. I don't know. Tonka. But anyway, sand loader. Paint is actually fairly good on that. Oh, so it's a metal grain truck. Is that a Nyland? I believe so. I'm trying to see the tires. I don't know if anybody can actually see them. I believe that's a Nyland with the rims and the tires looking that way. But anyway, You don't remember when, but earlier on the Facebook page. If you're not a member of the Facebook page, do please join up for that because we're going to have different things coming across that as far as sales and promotions, and don't want to miss out. Do make some fun stuff on there too. Tonka, rough. Tonka trucks should be rough. I like patina, but anyway, I had photographs of a carved Japanese theatrical mask. Wood, but it's actually not Japanese. I'm actually getting really into it and studying it and figuring out the history and everything else about it. And yeah, I managed not to want to sell that no more. So I had to buy it from the Emporium myself. I gave myself a good deal too, by the way. 10% off. But anyway, no. Turns out that it's Balinese. It's not Japanese. It's Balinese, and you know, the island of Bali and Indonesia. And as I'm really getting into it and liking the history of it and the markings, there's even a little bit of iconography to it. There's a symbol in the forehead, which I'm kind of now also looking up and researching. So I spent probably about an hour early this morning not working. Well, I don't know. The research is work. And yeah, that's not leaving the house. That's going to stay. Nyland, there we go. Where are we going? So that Balinese mask, not Japanese, that Balinese mask is going to stay in the Riser household. I tell you what, some of the early Nyland, I love the real live rubber tires. Boom. Boom. Tonka car hauler. This should do fairly well. I would be surprised if it did not. I would have to admit, providing on condition, I see some tape too on the back part of that. Depending on condition, I kind of I don't have in my mind where I would think it would go. We were there. I think it stopped at 45. I think 50 would have been my all in. This another car carrier by Tonka. This is better condition. I like how it has the grooves for the wheels of the cars that is carrying the sit in there. That's kind of neat. After all, you don't want a car rolling off the carrier back onto little Johnny. Nyland. I do believe it's missing. No, that's the stack. Missing something there on the front. I'm not sure what that is there. Still, prices are actually pretty decent. But again, because I don't remember if I said it while I was busy talking to myself or if I actually said it during live in the show here. Oh, got some more Nyland coming up. All right, we're going to hang around a little bit longer. And that's it. This is pretty much towards the end of this particular auction. So we'll go back out to the main page and get you reloaded up, and we'll go down to see some of the others. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. I think the car carrier did go for pretty decent. There's still probably a little room on the bone, we'll say, a little meat left there, but not enough to make me think that I missed anything. Which is dangerous thinking anyway, because you cannot buy everything. I've also noticed too, some of the stuff that's at the tail end of the auctions seem like they kind of fizzle. Never want to be at the end. I think it stopped at 30. I kind of lost track of it there. Got a little distracted. Nylet. It's a torno rocker. So it says. And another. We got a couple of cement mixers coming up. I think that's where we're going to actually stop watching after this, because I do want to see what they go for. Metal Structo Ready Mix Concrete. Okay, it's moving. 25. Is that where she's stopping? Paint's pretty decent. Needs maybe a light cleaning. 30, 35. Yeah, okay. I thought we were getting a little bit of action with this. 40. And the front of that cement mixer looks geared, so I imagine it moves. This is Tonka. I can actually remember these. I think I may have even have had one. And that was it. So anyway, there we go. So got to see a little bit of toys, Nylant, and we're probably going to. Well, I need to put you guys back onto the new screen now, don't I? And we'll see what else is going on. Fine Art and Antique Estate Auction, Brooklyn, New York, and I remember that one. Porsche live gallery auction, Premier Summer Antiques, and we'll take a quick peek in there, see if it's anything that we want to. Oh, when I first popped it on right now, currently they're selling a Lewis F. Nonest walnut hall tree, and I think this is, if I remember right, this is going to be mainly furniture for the most part, and furniture heavy, and we try not to deal in heavy. Heavy is not fun. A lot of art going up in that one. Towards the end, there's some coinage. Morgans? They are Morgans. Jewelry. Yeah. And again, they have a Porsche. Luxury jewelry, designer jewelry, and timepieces going on in progress. That's right. Right now over in California. Police seized estate items, collectibles, antique sports memorabilia, and that's also too over in California. I actually remember that one. And some of those folks that does the seizure stuff, their shipping isn't all that well. Sometimes you have to pre-arrange. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you have to pre-arrange your own shipping, which is a little bit of a pain. I like it when the auction houses do their own shipping, even though they don't like it, but they make sales, they make higher sales, etc. Let's check in to this one here. Summer Splendor Day 2 over in Maine. And if this is the one this one may not be what I thought it was. And I'm actually going to go to the forward, and wow. All right, I'm going to just briefly tell you what I'm looking at. And we may pop in over there. They have scrimshaw. They sold some scrimshaw earlier for $2,200 and some other whale type. Well, it almost looks colonial and stuff and silhouettes and furniture and the stuff upcoming. We're talking high-end finery. And I was almost hoping this was going to be the one that had the document from Andrew Jackson I was looking for, but it's not. All right, we're not going to hang around that one. We're going to pop off and see what else we got coming up. Antique maps, prints, books of natural history and botanicals and more. And that's in Franklin, Tennessee. Now, I did pop in there for a little bit, and they actually have some early late 1700s and late 1800s maps of the East Coast. Of course, I wouldn't mind having those for a completely different reason. I wouldn't mind having those. Not the for the Emporium, and that's always a danger. But anyway, nice stuff, but nothing that we're kind of really looking for the Emporium. See another old car. Is that a Ford? Maybe. No, that's a Lincoln, I believe. I don't know. Let's try and get in there, and I'll pop in there again real quick. Rivendell coins, hi, and we're just kind of checking out what's going on today in the auctions because I have lost my my notes for today. Because usually I pop in these a couple of days ahead of time and try to get a scope on a couple of different things I'm watching for or to be watching, and so I thought I'd do it with you guys on live. Yeah, live. And yeah. And we do have some cars coming up. Let's see. Right now, currently, they are on lot number 1038, lot number 1101, which is roughly 100 lots away. They got some cars coming up. And they've got some cars coming up. We're coming back to this. In fact, should we roll through 100 lots to get to the cars? I think so. Let's do that. And after the cars, they got some art, which will probably, they got some toys too. I don't know if we're going to hang around that long. So we might get around to a different auction to kind of check out. But we here at the Riser household want to see, they have some primo toys coming up. Oh, they've got some primo toys. I just wonder what they're going for. In magazines and comic. Oh my goodness. I bet you this was on my list. Oh, and I see some Nyland coming up. And I don't know what that is, but that's not Nyland there. They got a couple other ones coming. Yeah, we're going to get you guys over to this one. And we're gonna watch this one for a spell. And like I said, right now they're on 1040. They move pretty quick. We're going to pop in, and there will be some Native American stuff. There's going to be some paintings and artwork and knives, and looks like some autographed basketballs. And there's a Salvador Dali. I mentioned that's a print. And before we get to the cars. All right, cars start at 1101. Where's that? There's the pen. 1101, and we're currently on 1039. I tell you what, let's and you guys couldn't see any of that because I don't have that screen up, but well, we are going to minimize that. We're going to run through the rest of the auctions just to make sure that I'm not going to miss anything by us gallivanting over at the other one. June 29th. Furniture, fine art, and collectibles at EJ's. EJ's Auction and Appraisal down in Glendale. I'll tell you what, Glendale, California must be nothing but auction houses. And what else we got going on there? Same thing, EJ's. This must be part 2. Or that they're having 2 separate auctioneers do their thing. That one's fine art, collectibles, and home goods. And Vintage motorcycles going on at Sunnyvale, California at DGW Auctioneers and Appraisers. And June Estate of Los Angeles. I see a couple of their lines there. And now we are just cruising down because I don't want to miss that. So I do want to see those cars go off. Vintage restaurant bar collectibles, home use items, more in South Indy, Indianapolis, Indiana. And I would like to check that out. There's still time. That's where we're going to stop. We're going to stop there, and we'll make that our little benchmark. Really doing this on the fly. I don't like to do that too much because, you don't want to make mistakes. You don't want to throw money out there unnecessarily. But I'm pretty sure that was one of them I did have on my list. And we're just kind of zoomed down a little bit. Rome, Georgia. Hey, I know people from Georgia. And Timeless Gifts and Treasures Auction. That's starting at 2 p.m. That's actually moments away. And this evening, Fine Asian Works of Art Auction, Deer Park, New York. Anyway, gang, all right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to head on over, and I'm going to share the screen with you guys, and we're going to watch that other auction. And we'll move that, share the other screen. Stop screen. Present. And boom. All right, where are we at? 1042, 1101 is where the cars start. What we got going on? No maker's marks found. Mexican. Is that Huasteca style pottery pot. 8.5 inches tall. And again, we got some cars coming up. We kind of really want to stay. 1101 looks like it's a Cadillac Eldorado, late 60s, early 70s. There's a Rolls Royce, probably, if I was to guess, in the 70s or 80s. Not sure. I think there's a Triumph. I'm not sure of the year. It's either a Triumph or it looks like a British sports car, the small British sports cars. I see a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia coming up. I see a Studebaker, two-door Studebaker. I believe it's a 1950. I'm only judging this by the photograph, so I'm not actually pulling it up. Oh, you guys are seeing it with me. I forgot. I switched screens. And that would be neat to watch go off. What were they called? Was it a 1950 Studebaker Champion, I believe. The one next over to that, lot 1106, looks like that does not look like a Oldsmobile front end. Is that don't know. That's not a Pontiac front end, is it? I don't know. We'll see when it gets there. And something changed up here. Those guys. And yeah, so we got some stuff to look at that's upcoming. And like I said, we're going to hang around this one for probably quite a spell. And then we'll go over and check out that vintage restaurant and bar stuff. And then we'll probably call it enough for the live stream. We'll see if I have to hurry and register to bid on any of these, which I hope not. Never do anything in haste or hurry. Kachina dolls, so far up to $70. I tell you what, you'd be amazed at the collectability of these. There is just this weird market for them. I like weird. Who makes the Kachina dolls? Is that the Sioux? Maybe I should read it. No, doesn't say. And well, how about that? And they're signed. Maybe. $75. And we do have more work to do down into the Emporium. I'm letting my eyes readjust from spending the morning looking at coins. More Kachina. And my goal is to get some of this stuff off of the desk. It just needs to get down into the Emporium. And we'll see how that goes. Signed on bottoms, both with Kachina story tags. Light fading and shedding present. Neat stuff. Also, too, I have my my notes here for Westover, Maryland auction. 3-hour drive. I don't know. I've really got to either commit to it or not. The 3 hours. That's actually one of the reasons I'm kind of really sitting on the fence about it. That is a long ways down, but we'll see. Westover, Maryland, 3 hours away. And Westover, Maryland is out on the Chesapeake. But we're gonna see about that. I don't know. I know if I go with this strategy I have now, there is money to be made at that auction. There's a fairly decent realm of quality retro, or dare I say it, MCM stuff to buy. I am limiting as far as my pre-list, my kind of stuff I'm scoping out beforehand, and did my comps. I've done that in the mindset that I was driving an automobile, my car. So obviously I can't do furniture, can't do anything that's overly big. I don't know. I may even take a second look at it to see if I could take a truck down and possibly do more. But kind of make a 3-hour drive one way, 6 hours round trip. Got to make sure I get that mapped out and scoped out and make it worthwhile going down. I don't have my estimates here, but we'll see. That's to come. English landscape. Christopher Alexander, 1926 to 1982. Oil on board. Scuffs and scratches. Remember, folks, condition is everything. Even though I say that a lot. But yeah, I love patina. Maybe not so much when I'm painting. Right now, she's up at $190. 1046. This lot number. And you know what, gang? I'm not going to be able to see you for just for a few seconds. I'm actually going to pop over and try to register for that one auction that's coming up. Zip code. Antique American clipper ship, oil and canvas. Canvas has repairs unsigned. Always makes me nervous. 13 by 19. Somebody's going to get a bargain out of that. And what's nice about the auction Zip, you can actually get alerts for different things. And I haven't really set mine up for anything overly special as of yet. But we'll get those set up eventually. And boom, Indiana timed auction. Did they take a break? See the fair warning there. Woodblock. Well, I must have not been watching the other auction because that one that's coming up does not offer shipping. And yeah, I'm not driving to Indiana to pick up stuff. Well, not today. And got some storms coming. Seems like you got some storms coming up the coast. And like that, I guess you got stuff going on too down in the Caribbean. Burl. How did we wind up with a hurricane named Burl? I don't know. But you know, again, we can also too take a look at what's going on for tomorrow. I'll save it for tonight like I normally do. But anyway, what we got going on? 10:48. We have 53 more auctions or lots to get through before we get to the cars. Let's take a sneak peek at them, see what's coming up. Because for whatever reason, they slowed up a lot. They were clipping right along there. We got some alligator heads. All right. Lions. Oh, that's right. We got the artwork. I believe that's a print. That's going to be a Salvador Dali print. I believe it can't be the real thing. Otherwise, we would have definitely seen a heads up about it. What is that? Oh, sword. Got some swords coming up. And right now, they have what looks like a Chinese, Japanese lady print. Woodblock, Japanese. Circa 1960, titled Three Beauties. Frame has minor scuffs and scratches. Frame measures approximately 23 by 19. Image measures approximately 14 by 9.5. And that was gone. I didn't even get the, do we get to see how much it went for? $50. And Lady of Refuge, Mother Mary and Jesus, unsigned frame, has scuffs and scratches. Frame measures approximately 18.5 by 14.5. Now, actually, the patina with this kind of thing is, dang it, I'm all out of alligator heads. I don't mind patina so much with this style. But anyway, we got some artwork to get through, and I don't know what this one canister looking thing is going through. Is that a, believe it or not, there is a crossbow in this auction. That's coming up too. And artwork, and then we wind up with getting to the cars, which we're waiting for. Circa 19th century, the Chocolate Girl, oil on canvas. Right now it's at $200. 28 by 24. Roughly what, 2 by 2, a little larger. It's actually not a bad piece. Unsigned. I got my notes for a Gettysburg trip I still got to do. And yeah, that's going to go over into the file. Nudity. Images have minor tears and rips along edges. That just does not, considering what they're of, that doesn't sound too good. Anyway, largest image measures approximately 9 by 13. Both images are in protective sleeves. But there's interest. People are bidding. After Pablo Picasso lithograph sketches. What does that mean? After? Is Picasso the artist, or is it a student, or I don't know. Or is it in likeness of Picasso? Is that what? I don't know. Anyway, right now it's up to $80. After Pablo Picasso lithograph sketch. Titled Head of a Bearded Man with Cigarette. Image has minor tears around the edges. Image measures approximately 11 3/4 by 9. Movement on that, pretty good. Again, after Pablo Picasso lithograph sketches, images are in good condition with minor tears increasing along the edges. The largest image measures approximately 11 by 12 1/4. I don't know. Right now, up to $50. But all right, what time is it? It is well, what time? We're on lot 10:55, so we have approximately 50 more. Well, no, 46 more lots to get through. But I tell you what, gang, I'm gonna jump off of here just for a second. With live stream still going to go on, you're still going to see everything that's going on. But I need to run around the house for a second, and so I'm going to disappear for a second. But I'll be right back. Stand by. And we are back. Oh, am I missing the sword? Sure am. Vintage Henderson Ames U.S. Officer's Dress Sword with scabbard, wear and tarnishing. Present overall measuring approximately 37 inches long. $140. Depending on condition, that could have been cheap. Anyway, hopefully I am back and talking to you again. Not like I was before, where I was talking to myself. Anyway, yeah, we found more stuff that needs to go down to the Emporium. And we'll get it down there. We got some magic magazines from the 1940s that need to get down there and actually sold. Magic magazines from the 1940s. The magazine was called The Sphinx, an independent magic magazine for magicians. I have an April 1943 copy. Hey, back then it was 30 cents, 35 cents outside the United States. And another copy of The Sphinx. I wonder why they call it an independent magazine for magicians, where they're dependent magazines for magicians. Oh, there it is there. Oh, that's what I thought it was. That is a M16/M400 round magazine. And I don't think we can buy that in this state. Unless it's old enough. But anyway, back to the magazines. They're in pretty decent shape and condition. And it's one of those little oddity things. I was unsure whether or not that these were going to be framed and presented that way, but I don't think so. I think they're going to be sold just as is. And, or who knows, maybe we'll do one unframed and frame the other one. I don't know. It depends. We'll see what life, we'll see what happens when we take it down there. And roll with the punches. Fair warning. Well, they're going to sell it lot number 1063. If this is a live auction and we're watching part of it, they're moving rather timidly, I think. I don't know. It's just an opinion. Lot 1064. Jaguar crossbow. With a scope and arrow. Just, yes. $10. Bargain. Imagine all the things you can shoot out in the yard. Really? Is that what it's going to do? $10? Well, we got a little bit. We got some people, I guess, in the audience. I see their paddle numbers there. And but still, I don't even really know what these go for. I'm assuming that this is okay as far as price-wise. Somehow in the state of New Jersey, believe it or not, slingshots are illegal. And we had a discussion about that with some folks some time ago about how that came about. And yeah, it was actually a thing that was not quite misconstrued as far as the bill goes. $80. $80 and they're doing fair warning. And oh, they got 90. Really don't know too much about those. I think in my lifetime, it's never really come under the radar. Alligator heads are coming up. Duck decoy, looks like a ship-looking clock thing. So we got some stuff to look at coming up. Pocket knives. Oh, Buck Browning. We'll talk about some folks who really get into collecting pocket knives. Oh, knives in general. People are just paying premiums for them. Kiowa hunting knife with sheath. Tell you what, I got to get this desk under control. We can do it. In fact, I think the latter part of this evening, that's what we're going to do. Move what needs to be moved down to the Emporium and also get it cleaned up a little bit. We can do it. $60 so far for this night. By the way, I don't know if you guys can see or not. I'll try to show it. This thing. This is an actual. This is a spare. spare. I picked up. I don't remember where or when. It's a spare thing for your shaft of your metal detector. This fits both either the AT Pro or the Max, of course. And where the head of your detector pivots, this is the shaft that runs through. You believe it or not, these do break, and it's harder than anything. At least it's getting harder to find replacements for them. So I picked up a spare just so I had it on hand, but that needs to be moved someplace other than this desk. But anyway, we don't talk about metal detecting. We're watching an auction. Rounds for your 22 or your 30-30, 30-06. Didn't see what it went for. No COA, signed by Dan Campbell, Matt. Who are these people? I don't know. The Wonder Years. I don't know. You got signatures, no COA. Phoenix Coyotes. Don't know these people either. What we got next? COA by Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee, in unused condition. Wow. $110. But yeah, we got some stuff coming up. We're going to wait and see what the cars go for, and I'll probably end the stream with that. Don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow night or not. If I remember correctly, there are a couple of neat auctions going on. I think they're timed auctions, so we can kind of watch it. Other than that, I don't think of anything else is going on for tomorrow evening. Monday, if I remember right, there was nothing, but Tuesday there was definitely something going on during the day. That day actually may be a recap auction. And of course, next week, believe it or not, it's July. Where this year has gone, I don't know, but July is gone. Steve Nash signed basketball with COA. Wonder if they have a copy of the COA or the photos here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Didn't recognize the COA company, so that you would usually not be. No COA, but hey, you got a photograph of him signing it. I don't know. For me, that's a pass. Anything basketball and hockey, especially hockey, oh boy, that's a pass. Unless it's something really particular. I said peculiar, particular. It all works. We're at 1072. Oh, we've only got 28 more to go. 29. Believe it or not, I do the same thing at real live auctions. In my mind, I'll be like, oh, we've only got 40 or 50 more to go. And I'll do whatever, go look at something, come back. I've actually done that and missed stuff I was bidding on because I went to go do something else and just, got whether sore sitting in a chair or whatever. And sure enough, missed what I was aiming to get because, that's all right. It's all relative. It's only stuff. Even in the coin world, I tell people it's only pieces of metal. It can be replaced. Not necessarily found, but it can be replaced. It's just stuff. Not horrible. I'm going to assume they were begging for bids. Slava Brodinsky, Calm Waters, print on paper. Frame is in good condition. Frame measures approximately 22 inches by 25 and a half. And they have a bid. It's a print. It's a print, people. Don't go crazy. Salvador Dali, Sleep, print on paper, 25 by 27 and a half. That's actually a decent size. Don't go crazy. $170. See if I can run through there real quick. It's nice. Limited certificate of authenticity. Boom. It's like, excuse me, sir, I need a melting clock. Got you covered. Cooning. Scream of children come from seagulls. That's the title. I see that. Roy Lichtenstein, Look Mickey, 1961 print. Frame is in good condition. Frame measures approximately 21 by 24 and a half. You know what? That cell market, the cartoon cells, were hot. I don't know if it's calmed down. I got to look at it a little bit just to see, just have curiosity to see where they're at with that now. Because they don't make cartoons like that anymore. Everything now is CGI. But this was the art stuff we had to get through. They're moving actually at a decent pace now. Mark, would it be Chagall? Maybe. Could it be Chagall? No. Frame is in good condition. Frame measures approximately 25.5 by 21. Good stuff. Print on paper. I wonder if they have a COA like they did with the other one. Well, there's the frame. Paris. Yep, it sure does. And another. But on the Emporium, on the Emporium's eBay page of Rooney, got some coin lots going up. There, Keith Haring Holding, 1982, print on paper. Got some coinage going up. I don't like to sell coins on eBay, but we're going to do it. So if you're interested in any coins or coin lots or see what's available at the Emporium, check it out over on the eBay page. The link for it is down in the description. And you can see what's new and improved going on. And whatnot. Coca-Cola stained glass window sun catcher. 13 inches in diameter. Do you need it? So going for $20. 13, so that's roughly a foot. A little larger. It's actually not a bad buy. Coca-Cola collector. Snatch that right up. Where are we at? 1082. Roughly 20 more to go. All right, we'll be right back. and back. We got going on there? Bronze, brass and bronze sculpture on mineral rock base. Is it a kid falling out of his treehouse? Or worse? No, he's standing on something. Thank goodness. Here's that notepad. I was looking for that. $50. Fair warning. They want to sell it 28 by 15 by 11. Getting there. The dream catcher on rotating stand, tallest measuring approximately 23 inches tall. Okay, shocked me. $800. Oh, they got somebody in the audience here bidding $850. What's weird is I have a ton of staples on my desk, unused. I have no idea where my stapler is. Closer, 1085. Plaster and resin tiger figures from the 60s, 1960s, is marked. Near base mark is illegible. Chipping present along some edges, tallest measuring approximately 20 inches tall. Boom, gone. Godinger. Filler up, liquor, gas pump dispenser. Who doesn't need that? Measuring approximately 19 and a half inches tall. And they got some buyers. They got 35 up to so far. Yeah, it should be a crowd pleaser. Oh, couldn't see the other pictures. Pair of Chinese bronze food dogs. I want a couple of food. I want some food dogs, I think, for the walkway coming up the stairs. Yes. We're going to rip out those pesky rose bushes and put some food dogs right there. No, I don't think that would work. Anyway, they're going pretty well. Bronze, 225 so far. It looks like it's got some movement. 220. How tall? 15 by 7 1/4 by 17. So a little over a foot. $225. $250. Well, somebody wants these food dogs. $275. Fourth Sunday of every month. That is it? Maybe. I gotta look on the calendar. There may be the Tri-State Monthly Coin and Stamp Show going on tomorrow. $300. Foo dogs. I don't think we did the alligator head yet, right? Says in used condition. How exactly do you use a pair of Chinese bronze food dogs? Were they somehow different new? I don't know. $350. Now, obviously, that has the panel number there. So obviously, it's somebody in the auction arena itself. I wish it gave the weight. Is that where it's going to stop? So we figure 175 a piece, right? And gone. Assorted vintage outdoor sportsman medals, NRA, featuring outdoor sportsman, marksman, timed shooting matches, competition medals. Medals include center fire, timed fire, distinguished pistol shot, service pistol matches, and more in use condition in protective cases. And, these $20 to me for these is actually cheap as far as a resell. You'd be surprised of what people collect in regards to medals, not only militia, but such as these. More of the same. And I'm going to take a peek down here, see what's coming up. No way. All right. Who doesn't need a purse? Is that up there now? Nope, not yet. Okay. We got the alligator coming up. We've got a very, very unique purse coming up. Don't want to miss it. In fact, I regret not bidding. I want to bid on this purse. Not really, but it sounded good. All right, get the medals off here. We are done with the medals. Move on to the next lot, please. Who doesn't need an alligator handbag? It would keep the missus from spending money. It would bite. Yes. And right now they got a bid of $55 for it. Anyway, vintage Cuban Ola alligator handbag. Now it's got some wear, fading, and cracking present, measuring approximately 7 by 10 3/4. Then it was gone. Boom. Don't even see what it was. Alligator heads. Taxidermy. Light wear present, largest measuring approximately 9.5 inches long. We need an alligator head. Yes. Who doesn't need an alligator head? Just a random alligator head. Where would you put nightstand? No, don't think. Okay. But how about like the side table next to the couch? It's a conversation piece. Absolutely. If we were to start that thing of whether this was decor or art, yes, absolutely, this is decor. $45. It's a twofer. I don't remember where in life I saw those last, but I think that was a cheap price. I think some weird person out there who wants the decor of the strange and unusual would have bought that. Decoy. R. Wagner. Anyway, signed carved wood duck decoy. Lightwear, approximately 13 inches long. And the decoy market, just like with anything else, has its special arena of folks out there who follow it and drive the prices up. And in Tuckahoe, that's not right. In Tuckerton, New Jersey, they have a annual decoy show. I've always wanted to go, and I have never gone yet. I don't even know if I missed it this year or not. Vintage mystery dial, mid-century modern desk clock. Who doesn't need that? Would look neat up on the shelf. Plugged in and powered on. No maker's marks found. It's one of those neat little nautical items. Looks brass, maybe. They don't. They said it was tarnishing, so maybe. Bradley and Hubert Art Nouveau book rack. With stained glass. And they got a little bit of action going on with that. So we'll just kind of take a look. Not really understanding what that does or is going on with it. Because I kind of had an idea, but that confused. I don't know. Okay. 1094. That means we are 6 away from the automobiles. Somebody needs this for the front of their car. Leather wrapped mounted steer / bullhorns. That's right. In use condition. They were always in used condition. Even when they were not quite new, they were used. I don't know. Measuring approximately 25.25 inch tip to tip. A little better than 2 feet long. And yeah, of course, there's bids on it. How could anybody let that go by? After all, they do have that Cadillac Eldorado coming up. You could have your own Boss Hog type Cadillac, if you remember the TV show, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah. Wonder what the other picture is. No, it's just the back. Why not? don't know if 95. He's still getting action on it. And bear with me for one quick second. Oh, we're back. And are they still fighting over that thing? Yeah, sure enough. Where are they at? $100. And you figure you shouldn't really have to beg for bids for this. There was enough interest in that arena apparently for it. So it was going to do what it was going to do. Metal bicycle art on quartz crystal / pyrite base. Well, that's kind of neat. Sort of. It is, actually. We're going to sway over that way. What's it worth? We're about to find out. It's up to $30 so far. Mounted shovel head from unpatented mining claim. Well, that's kind of different. Upside down. That is different. That's kind of neat. Kind of little folksy. $10.97. It's like, all right, auctioneer, I don't think you're doing anything better than that. Let it go. Cast bronze, Art Nouveau. Oh, somebody wants a Cheval mirror. Right now, they got a bid for it for $160. And I was going to say, that's bronze. So that's some nice detail. For resale value, I don't know where we would go with this. I would hate to think. Tough sell. There's other stuff out there. $10.98. 3 more to go. Wow, we did it. We managed to hang around forever. Fish centerpiece bowl. Featuring abalone inserts. Art glass eye. Wear and tarnishing present. 15 by 14. That's actually quite decent size. Is it missing an eye? I don't know. Here we are, Cadillac Eldorado, 1977. It's got the 425 V8. Boo, 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 boo. And is not telling us the mileage on it. How dare they? Oh, yes, 43,000 miles. 43,000 miles. What do you think she'd go for? Ah, don't do that. Arizona car. It's got to be clean. It's not the convertible. And these are all the photos we have got to work with. $6,500. It's an okay price. Not a bargain price. Is that where they started? No, they didn't even do the estimates down there or anything. $1984 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur sedan, 60,000 miles on it, 3-speed automatic, V8, of course. And it's been stored in a temperature-controlled garage for 10 plus years. It was running when stored. And I actually have no idea as far as price where this would go. Right now, she's up to $8,500. And doesn't look in bad shape. But Rolls Royces, just no. No. There you had it. Could have been yours for $8,500. This is what I thought was the Triumph, and it's not. It's a TVR. 1985. It's only got less than 30,000 miles on it. It's got a Ford engine. And it's another, stored in a temperature controlled garage for 10 plus years. Running when stored. It's got pop-up headlights. Who doesn't love a car with pop-up headlights? Have I ever owned an automobile with pop-up headlights? I think I've had one. I believe my Chrysler LeBaron convertible had pop-up headlights. Maybe. I'll have to go back and look at pictures to see if it did. Here we go. 1969 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. Get out of here. It says the odometer says 11,000. It's probably 111,000. 4-speed manual. Yep, of course. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Platform is been stored. Yeah. Running when stored. Right now it's up at $8,000. They, believe it or not, the Carmen Ghia has had a resurgence of interest, and they have been just demanding silly prices. $8,000. It must be really nice. Must be cherry. Can remember we could buy those for under $1,000 when I was a kid. Nobody wanted them back then. If I buy it, do I have to send a trailer or that? Go pick it up. That's all. That's all the fun is to go pick it up. There's a car that's on eBay. I would love to go and just go buy it and make a whole thing about it. But it's located in British Columbia. 1950 Studebaker Starlight Coupe. Says 28,000 miles, which could be, maybe, sort of. I don't know. Boop, 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 boom. I am kind of curious to see where this one's going to go. That 1950 year between the Studebaker and Buicks and I don't know how that happened, but anyway, the computer started talking to me. Anyway, that 1950 year, there was a lot of cars that are highly sought after between the Buick, the DeSoto, the Dodge, I think that's actually a very good price for it. But again, condition, we are not up close to it. We don't look, but if the car is what it seems to be, that I think $7,500 is actually cheap. Gone. Yeah, it is a Pontiac. 1975 Pontiac Grandville convertible. Should have recognized that front end. That is like the Grand Prix front end for that year, I believe. 44,000 miles. Of course, it's got the V8. Of course. And right now, you're looking at 10.5. I'm not even sure where this would go. If I ever have the opportunity again to own a 1976 Pontiac Grand Prix, I will in a heartbeat. Seems cheap, by the way. 10.5 does seem cheap for this car, especially if that's 44,000 true miles. Seems cheap. I'm sure at least do double that at like Barrett Jackson or whatever. Twice? Do I want to say 3 times? 30,000? Possibly. I wouldn't expect it too much beyond that, though. Is he begging for bids? He must have been. 1939 Jaguar. It's a kit car. A kit car that was built on a Chevette. No, just don't do it. I drive a souped up Chevette. That's what that says. I don't know. I have to admit, it actually is selling for more than I thought it would. What's the mileage on it? Does it say? Boop, 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 boom. No. Oh, we have that. 2002 miles? Maybe. Is that what that means? 2002 miles? It's fair warning at $7,000. People fighting over it. Shows it takes all kinds. For this amount of money, would have rather have had the Studebaker. Or the Pontiac. Kind of like not so much. This was a Packard. I recognize those headlights and I just couldn't. Yeah. 1955 Packard Caribbean convertible, 41,000 miles. And it's got the Ultramatic. It's the automatic. It's the V8. Only 500 made. Let's see what else we got down here. Boom, 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 boom. Really? Approximately 0 to 60 in 12 seconds. We don't need that. Top speed of 110 miles an hour. Yeah, no. Packard. That's right. We're at $40,000 for this so far. They got a little bit of interest in it. They got bids. I think she's going to sell at $40,500. Yep. Newest truck, 2018 Ford F-150. It's a super. Okay, four-wheel drive too, with only 22,000 miles on it. What do you think she's going to go for? Do you think she'll break 40? What's this at the end though? It says driver door has missing door panel. See photo. Back wheel looks something. Says see photo. Don't see a photo of it. Nope. Well, anyway, gang, that's where we're going to stop. Thanks so much for hanging out. And I got to get that back down to the Emporium and actually put some stuff around. Anyway, gang, thank you. And we'll see you around on the tube. And again, probably maybe tomorrow night, but if not, definitely Tuesday. All right, gang, until then, find some treasures, will you? All right, gang. Bye now.